One, first thing foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh by Shimi Havushai by Shimmer Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh by Shimi Havushai, wherever they may be. This is Aki and Mahaloya coming back with another lesson. Lord's will to be edifying. Title: Keep Your Head on a Spiritual Swivel. Okay. This is kind of based on the video that the beloved bro, Amon Gabar, he did yesterday about how demonic attacks are going to come more frequently since we're at the end. And with that being said, because brothers from all angles have been catching hell one way or another, whether it's through flesh, through spirit, material things, possessions, their ribs. Brothers been catching hell all around. And any time, because the scriptures say that the Lord told him, he said, Peter, Satan desired to sift you as wheat. So what usually happens in that aspect is that he'll throw little pot shots at you, or little potholes at you, so you can you can trip, so you can falter, so to speak. Little things that aggravate you. It could be from the smallest thing, from a car breaking down, or to somebody aggravating you, somebody bumping you, or just little petty shit. Then sometimes it can be big, just depending on the spirit. But now we got to be more spiritual and more in the spirit than ever, because now we're that close and we're in very volatile times, as we often speak about. Because the scriptures tell you in I believe in Peter's, if I'm not mistaken, that not in Peter's, in the last days should scoffers come seeking and walking after their own lusts, because things continue as they were from the beginning, so they don't really foresee the end coming. Or if they even do, they still scoff and scorn at, what the men of the Lord have been speaking about. So expect more little irritants, so to speak, little things like that to get under your skin, man, because, we're living in those times. All right. So it's not going to get easier. It's going to get harder. Like we always say, don't pray for an easier life, but pray for the strength to endure it. A hard life, and that's a Bruce Lee quote, which we believe that Bruce Lee is a Jake through the spirit, okay? Because, as good of a philosopher he was, man, his martial arts and his mindset, we believe that he was definitely an Israelite. Call Allah Yahweh Shemel Shah 441. Now he still do some work for that company too. That's the spirit. And that license plate had 441 on it. Call Allah Yahweh Shemel Shah. But nonetheless, yeah, brothers, man. So, being in the spirit, peeping things, and just being circumspect. What circumspect means to look around or be aware of everything around you, because things is not always what it seems. You're going to have people that's going to come up. You're going to have people that's going to try to cause little issues, little grievances. It's going to seem like Satan is really after your peace of mind, because that's really what it's about. Because this whole truth and everything about this ministry is all mental. Like your biggest fight is yourself. Okay? And as the times we coming into, we got to figure out how to really conquer ourselves and put ourselves in subjection to the will of the Father. Because if not, then you will get caught off guard by all these little disturbances out here, man. And you'll find yourself doing little things that's out of the spirit, getting carnal with shit. And then you know what happens when you get carnal. The scriptures say, do nothing like that, so you don't cause the ministry to be blamed. Now, we're not saying that you're supposed to be a rollover, or, niggas come up to you, punking you. Nah. But overall, you got to know when to be in about it. You got to know when to engage. You got to know when to kind of walk away from certain things. It's kind of like you got to gauge shit in the spirit, man. Like, okay, is this really worth it? Is this really worth the fight? Is this really worth losing your sanity over? And then you got those situations that you just can't avoid as well. But it's just certain shit, like you got to choose your battles in this thing. All right, and that's the spirit. Dabu 7, it says, get ready for the beast system cash to be removed. Hey, bro, that's the spirit. And these people like that, guess where they get this information from? They watch us. They watch the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. That's how they're able to get this information, this understanding. Though they don't filter it through the Bible, but nonetheless, they have an understanding to some degree because of the amount of videos and shows we've been pumping out. Like the Lord told you in Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter, it says, behold, my dew should drop as the dew of heaven, roughly paraphrasing it, man. So this gospel, this information, and the fact that we're out there week in and week out, hey, it's paying off, man. Okay, brothers, you may not think it is, but hey, the works that we're doing is paying off. Because there's a lot of people that's into no, then that's not. All right, so don't get discouraged, don't get dismayed, and this ain't the time to be acting like fucking demons, man. You know, like, you know, brothers that's in the camps and stuff like that. Hey, man, put your best foot forward. Do what you can do. Do the best you can do, man. Because now this is give it all or nothing. This is the last round. Like it tells you, what was that Rocky movie, man? Basically, man. Hey, you gotta keep punching when you feel like you're ready to give up and get knocked out. You gotta keep going, man. All right, and it's easier said than done, but it's all about the mental. Like we always go into the whole concept of fighting. Okay, fighting is 85% mental, 15% physical. Now, of course, you need to be in some type of physical dexterity to fight, but you got big niggas like this dude Butterbean. Like he was just a weirdo. Okay, no shape at all, 300, 400 pounds. But he had the mental fortitude to stay in the ring, whether he was getting the shit beat out of him or not. All right, so it's all in your mindset, man. All in the mind. Like it was a book that was written a long time ago. It was called The Battlefield of the Mind. And on the front of it was a chessboard. So, with that being said, everything is all mental. Okay, it's all mental. At the end of the day, like we say, mind over matter. You know? So be not dismayed, brothers, man. The Lord is really moving. And you got to be in the spirit to see that, because you can easily get complacent and say, well, damn, this shit taking too long. And hey, we all get like that. Hey, I myself, I whip every day like, damn, how much longer we got to endure this shit? How much longer we got to get up and we got to work for these fucking Edomites? Because it gets irritating, you know, your flesh gets tired, your spirit is tired, you know, because it's the same fucking bullshit every goddamn day you wake up in here, man. All right, it's boring as hell. You getting off work. Here you are at work. At peak of the what's from dusk to dawn. I think dusk is the morning time and dawn is the night. You know, I think, or it may be the other way around. I think dawn is the daytime. I don't know, shit. I forgot. But regardless of that, you're working from sun up down to the sun down. You're getting off work at 4 o'clock. Here you've been there since 6:30, and you're getting off at 4 o'clock. And you only got a few hours to do what you got to do. Then you got to go to bed and you got to wake up and do the same shit. That's not no way to live, man. Like the brother typed he texted a little picture yesterday in the group chat, and on it had an old man. It says working 9 to 5 is the biggest scam in the world, because it got you working till like you fucking 65 years old, with 15 years of so-called freedom. By the time you retire, you in your 60s, you got maybe 10 good years left, man. Like a lot of these old people, a lot of times they don't retire from their jobs because they retire. They gonna sit on the fucking recliner and die from all the hell that their body took. Because when their body is finally acclimating to the rest in a downtime, that's when your body give out, because your organs is all fucked up, man. It's kind of like a vehicle, man. It's like if you don't use the car after so much abuse, one day you're gonna start it up and it's not gonna start no more, man. You know, and you can feel it on your body. Like my ears is all fucking ringing. I was around this loud ass machine all day and I had these earplugs in, but it just like, that don't even do no good. So it's just like, goddamn, you know, you get off work, you feel like your hearing has been kind of thrown off. It's hell, you know. And that's why we need the kingdom. That's why, hey, we gotta remain spiritual at all times, man. Yeah, it's hard because, hey, I got my moments when I just want to fuck shit up, man. You know, I mean, I'm a man. I ain't gonna lie and say I don't. I got my times when I just want to totally just beat the shit out of people. And that go to spirit. That's 144 again. Yep, I used to do work for them a while back. 144. The Lord allowed me to see it again. Call all y'all about outside. You know. Damn, there you go again on the truck. 144. That's twice and that's 3 times, man. So that's the spirit right there. Call all y'all about outside, man. You know. Damn, bitch, get the fuck off my ass, man. That's the dumb shit we're talking about. These people are so goddamn impatient. Yet if she end up plunging over a guardrail, go to this bitch. Damn, stupid ass bitch. Shalak Rayam to you, man. Like, goddamn, get the fuck over. You can't. If I'm going too slow, then get the fuck over. I'm not gonna run off the goddamn road because you trying to get around. You know, and that's what I'm talking about. You got to deal with this madness here, bro. Hey, prime example, Satan. See, example. The Lord always presents it. You got to just remain spiritual, because, like I said, if I get mad, I could have been over fucking guardrails. So it's like, hey, you got to woosah in the spirit, because ain't no way in hell. Salakia, my phone overheated. Fuck, out here. Yep, Salakia, brother's phone had overheated. But like I was saying, man, you know, just being patient through the spirit. And you brothers got good precepts there. Buffering on my end. Yeah, because the phone had overheated. It was too hot, so it shut down. So Salakia. But like I was saying, man, Satan do little things like that to cause annoyance. Like, prime example, that car was tailgating me. It was telling me. And then all of a sudden, the phone fell off the damn thing and then it overheated. Just that quick. Satan was just trying to, you know, he was just stirring up the spirit. But the Lord always give the examples like we always specify, man. So that's spiritual, that how that happened. But nonetheless, brothers, man, you know, we in those times now that everything that's happening is being monitored. Everything we say, all the ways we're behaving, the way we're thinking, man, the Lord is taking notes on all things. So it just behooves us to stay in the right spirit. Because, hey, you know, anytime the Lord can come and visit. So we want to be on a good winning team, so to speak. But let me see, brothers got some precepts here. Yeah, come on, brother. The phone had got hot, it overheated. It was in this window on this little thing, man. But anyway, the brother Teyah Sharala, Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Shah Barakatah. Proverbs 28:26, it says, "He that trusted in his own heart is a fool, but he that walketh wisely should be delivered." That's right. Because oftentimes, man, when you get caught up in the lust of the flesh, you start taking matters into your own hand. You know, oh man, that nigga ruined me. I gotta go do something about it. Because that's your flesh. Your flesh wants you to retaliate. And coming up in a world like this, you were told that everything you do requires a response. And it takes skill, it takes patience to not react over everything, because we're in a reactive type society set up. So everything we do is causing a reaction, but sometimes you gotta let the spirit sort things out and do what it has to do, because sometimes you don't understand the spiritual aspect behind a lot of the trials and error that we go through. But it is gonna come a time that the Lord is gonna let us get busy too, because it's a balance. You know, so all that frustration and shit that brothers got built up, hey, I got faith that the Lord is going to allow us to do what we got to do. You know, because, hey, these people, man, they're wicked as all hell. Okay, they don't have no fruits of the spirit. They have no understanding. Okay, they have no type of righteous aspect to their bodies or to their mindset. It's all about me, me, me. We live in a consumer type society, a consumer type setup. You know, Ephesians 5:15, it says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, but not as fools, but as wise." Okay, right? So, prime example, the brother Amwan Gabar, he gave a good example, man. He said he was on a train coming home from work, and some niggas, man, was on the train fucking with people. And then he said one of them jakes came up to him, some big, broadly prison nigga came up to him. "Where you from, son?" And the brother like, "Man, fuck you mean? I'm from Brooklyn," you know. He just answered the question. And basically the other nigga got offended. And, you know, the brother, it ain't like he stood down like, "Oh, I'm sorry, bro." He just like, "You got it, bro. You know, it's all good. We don't want no smoke." And the spirit took over from there and let it be what it is. Because oftentimes, you know, brothers genuinely, they ain't looking for no fucking trouble. It just be the Satan, it be the devil. You know, he's coming and hopping on people to get you out your square. Because, hey, Esau, they want this truth to stop. They don't want us out there on them streets, man. So oftentimes you find yourself part of a lot of annoyances. Like where I live at, for example, man. You know, I mean, I'm relatively have no issues over there, but from time to time it be little unusual shit that happens, and it's just like, come on, man, this ain't Satan, I don't know who it is. You know, like I come home and shit outside the door, you know, crazy ass neighbor, man. One neighbor I had to beat the shit out of a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, little shit like that, man. You know, the office aggravating you, they setting up agents and shit to come fuck with you. So it's just little things like that, man, but being circumspect. Because honestly, if we did everything according to our own deeds, we'd be locked up right now. You know, and that's what Esau is banking on. He's banking on brothers to get carnal. Now, we're not saying that you let somebody come up and spit at you or push you or even, you know, disrespect you by that chance. But I mean, like we said, you got to choose your battles in this thing. Certain things just don't require a response. Because a lot of times egos and inflated mindsets get involved. And like the brother said, he said, shit, by him speaking these things, you are pretty much who is going to be held against. You know, the fact that I'm speaking on this lesson, and then if I end up getting into a situation and I don't exemplify what I did in the video, then I'll be more accountable for it, because it's just like I put it out there and I didn't adhere to my own example. Like the scriptures say, many be wise, but the scriptures, roughly paraphrasing it, is you may be wise, but the scriptures is unprofitable unto you because you're not applying them. All right, and we got to apply these precepts. Okay, now we're not saying be a bitch or let people have their way with you, but we just saying like certain shit, just like whatever, man. You know, your woman talking shit to you, she cursing you out, calling you out your name. Fuck the bitch, man. Let her say what she gonna say. Let the Most High deal with it. Because if you go over there and you smack the fuck out of it, then guess who's gonna be behind trouble? You. You ain't gonna be teaching. You're gonna be in jail because you let this stupid bitch run her mouth. You know. It says redeeming the time because the days are evil. That's right, brother. Okay. So they messed up the lie about. Yep. Yeah, overheated, man. You know, there's always something. Like the scriptures say, Satan is the prince of the air, man. So if it ain't one thing, it's another. You know. Shit. But anyway, brothers, man, this is just a quick little lesson I wanted to get out. Didn't have too much downtime today, so Lord's will, I'll be back with another show. I think that show that Dabu put up about this beast system, I think that's a good topic to kind of go into, because now we've been focusing more on going into this breakdown of the society. So we're curious to see what December 13th brings. You know, we're not saying that there's going to be the end of the dollar on that day, but we do know that something with this CBDC will cause the system to kind of disrupt itself. And on top of that, they're talking about mass layoffs. 51 or 52% of the companies in America is talking about laying off, and they're rescinding on sign-on bonuses and all that other shit. So a lot of people getting ready to get caught off guard. They're getting ready to be blinded by their own mindset. They're getting ready to be blinded by everything that they thought was copacetic, you know. So hey, say goodbye to these jobs eventually, man. You know, they cutting hours and shit. Sooner or later, we ain't gonna be working out here in a minute, you know. So anyway, brothers, but I'm in it there. All praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles, elders of great millstone. Blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. And with that, Shalom and a Baba. Shalom.